We are back. Baseball's back. Year 2, Beers by the Ivy, baby. I cannot wait. It's probably the reason I started this channel. We had a good first year. Got some baseball traction, and we really hit it off in college football with my analysis of breaking down, especially the playoff games. I do full analysis of football. Check that out. But, man, Cubs are my favorite all time, baby. Beers by the Ivy. We are here to stay. We are here to compete with all the big boys. Cannot wait for year 2. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down my thoughts for the Cubs team. A couple things I need to say. I just moved to Chicago, so I got an empty place. I got bad echoes. I don't have my audio equipment. We'll see how this video turns out. And also, I'm sick. Probably got a fever, but doesn't matter because I'm here. Cubs baseball starting tonight. Like 3 a.m. start in Japan. Cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait. I'll tell you right now, I always keep it 100. Okay, I keep it 100. The number one thing I don't want to see this year is a bunch of millionaires playing baseball, because that's what I felt like I saw last year. And Cubs Baseball Channel, which is a YouTube channel, Mick, definitely go check him out. He's the best in this space. All right, he was nice enough to come on this channel 2 months ago. I'm trying to get him back on, but he coined the phrase, a bunch of baseball millionaires, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but get my point. And it was just lackluster baseball. There was a bunch of rich guys just happy to be there. And we had one guy, PCA, playing with his hair on fire every single day, trying to earn a spot and earn his stripes in the major leagues. I want that for every single player who's out there. We got Kyle Tucker this year. Guess what? He's on a year-ending contract. What can he do? Can he bring the umph like Bellinger did a couple years ago? Top 10 hitter in the league, all right, top 10 player in the league. Can he play to that standard? All right, the Cubs need leadership, all right? So I'm going to talk about two buckets of people, and if the Cubs are going to be successful to the point I think they can be, these buckets of people need to play a certain level of play. All right, Matt Shaw, Pete Crow Armstrong, Michael Busch, a.k.a. the Young Cats. These guys got to play with energy. These guys got to play with determination. We know Pete Crow Armstrong, my favorite player on the team. You know who he's going to bring. It just had a great spring training. But Matt Shaw, get comfortable in there. And the team's got to back him up. Yeah, he's going to have a few bad weeks, maybe even a bad month. Young kid playing third base. He's probably a real second baseman. He's got to somehow get to the point where his at-bats count, where they make the difference in a game. If he can do that, then this team's got a big-time chance of going deep in the playoffs. All right? Michael Busch. I thought Michael Busch had a great rookie year. Right? I saw him hit a home run. I was like right around the plate. Boom. See you later. Beautiful. It was a Saturday. I was with my parents. Just an amazing day. But an awesome hit, right? We got to see more of that. We saw flashes of greatness. He's got to just buckle down and have another great year. Sophomore slump cannot happen for Michael Busch. Pete Crow Armstrong, let's talk about him. Just switch his number. Man, dude, I love Pete Crow Armstrong. Favorite guy to ever watch. Favorite guy of this era to watch in real life. Plays with his hair on fire. We all know in the park home run. I saw him steal home. Like, he can cover so much ground in the outfield that it took a while for the Cubs to figure out their spacing in terms of Swanson, Nico, and him going back for balls. So, unbelievable. But, yeah, I want to see Pete Crow Armstrong. Let him loose. Let him play with hair on fire. Let him steal bases. I mean, I think he's, right now batting 6. Why not, lead him off? If he gets hot like he did at the end of last year, a.k.a. he was the best player on the field end of last year for the Cubs, put him out there, lead off. Get his ass on base and start stealing bases. One of the fastest players in the league. All right, and then here comes my soapbox. The next group, Swanson, Happ, Tucker, Seiya, Nico Horner. These guys got to actually play baseball this year. I'm going to go one by one. Swanson's got to pick up his game. You can't be the highest paid player, and you can't be the guy who's supposed to be the leader of the team and bat 8th. This has got to be your year. All right, you were injured last year allegedly. You step up to the plate this year. You play up to your contract. You lead the boys, and you get it done. And if not, then this team is going nowhere. Literally, if he doesn't have a good year, this team's going nowhere. Ian Happ. You show up one every 10 games, and, of course, you show up by yourself because no one else gets a hit, and you have 2 home runs, and then you just go quiet the rest of the year. No trade clause. Play like you can get traded. Play like you can get traded, all right? You're one of the last guys around the 2016 team and those guys when you're on the come-up. Freaking play with some freaking heart this year. I don't want to hear about golden gloves nonsense. What do you do at the plate? Because that's what's going to win or lose these games. All right, Tucker, new guy, Kyle Tucker. Heard a lot of good things, man. Really rooting for you out there. Go out, play your game. That's all I got. Obviously, World Series champion. I want to see that energy come to light in the Cubs uniform. You're not going to be in the field. Can you stay healthy? Can you just stay healthy at the DH level, at the DH position? That's the big question, all right? And then Nico Hoerner, you got to, number one, get healthy. Actually met him at the farmer's market last year. He's a cool dude. But you got to get healthy, get in there. Once again, make your at-bats count every time you're up. All right, let's jump into some of the pitchers. All right, I got to see the pitchers pitch. All right, I can't be a guy who's like in here nonsensing about pitching. I don't know about the pitching, guys, but I know that I like Steele, Shoto, Wicks, Ben Brown, Assad. Like that's a good. I mean, that's a lot of good people, right? Who's gonna be that ends up being the closer? Hodge, Presley. I don't know, but we got a bunch of lefties. We got power. I think we have what it takes. I think the big thing that hurt us last year in pitching was health. Can we avoid injuries? And honestly, that hurt us early, like in May last year. The whole team got injured. Can we just stay healthy? I mean, golly. All right, and then before I tell you what I think this Cubs team is going to end up doing, Jed Hoyer, big year in your career, man. Big year in your career. If you have a bad year, then you're never going to be, general manager ever again. All right, you're just going to be the sideshow for, Theo. So this is a big year for your career. As a Cubs fan, I feel like you've done a pretty good job in terms of getting this team ready to go. I don't really have much backlash. All right, I like the farm system. I do want to see some of these guys come up. But yeah, I think you've done your part, and I'm going to look forward to seeing what you do at the trade deadline. All right, and then Craig Counsell, you're going to need to lead this year. I didn't feel like you led last year. Like, use your voice in a way that gets people motivated to play the sport of baseball. Right? I feel like you're just, like, sitting around, you got, like, Tony Dungy vibes, which is great, but guess what? You didn't have Peyton Manning on the team last year. So if you don't have that leader or that voice, like, sometimes you as a coach have to be that person. All right, you can't always be their friend. You can't always be like the nice guy. Oh, great, Ian Happ, you didn't play well for 5 games. Yeah, keep going out there. Like, sometimes you got to bring up some young guns and get these veteran players, looking around being like, oh, my God, like, this is real deal. I got to actually show up and compete every day, and I can't use this excuse that, I'm not in it. Like, my swing's gone or whatever. I'm in a jam. Like, that's nonsense. Get your ass out of a jam. Start watching tape. Work harder. Be more focused. Holy cow. So I want to see that out of the Counsell, honestly. It's just, God, that was driving me crazy last year. All right, I think this team will win 91 games, and I think they'll win the playoffs. They have $100 million more in payroll than I believe the Reds and the Brewers. There is no excuse. I mean, literally no excuse for not winning this division. That being said, I don't know if they're going to win this division. But I got them going at 91 games, which will be almost winning the division, or if not winning the division. And I have them being in the playoffs. From there, I don't know. All right, they got to stay healthy. They got to actually have intensity this year. The young cats got to have strong at-bats. And the veteran guys need to lead the team this year and have consistent play and don't get injured. Take care of your body to the point you don't get injured. Michael Jordan played 82 games every single year. How do you do it? I don't know. Figure it out. All right, this is pro freaking baseball. Time to compete. Wrigley Field, greatest place ever. Cannot wait to sit there. Man, I live like a 15-minute train ride north now. Unbelievable. I cannot wait to go to Wrigley. If you see me at Wrigley, please say something and say hello. I'd love to meet some people that watch the channel. I mean, how cool would that be? All right. But yeah, appreciate the support. Please, if you're new here, like and subscribe. We're bringing in the heat this year. Year 2 Beers by the Ivy. It's going to be full gas. And I cannot wait to get this going. All right, go Cubs. Big game against the Dodgers. Whew, here we go, baby. Thanks.